Hello. Welcome to the channel. This is Alfred. Today we will continue from the last place we stopped on our project. All right, here we are. So let me show you where we stopped the last video or the last series. So if I run this, as you could see, we are able to, the UI is done. We are able to add name. So we can add something here, any name here. And last series we were, if you haven't watched it, is the link should be at the description of, just follow this series, you will see it. If we want to delete this, we can delete it. We can delete a couple more here. And today we will hook up the save to file here. We will hook it up, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so obviously we want to hook this up. So what we'll do next is just go give it a name, and we'll call it btn save to file. And now we want to initialize our click event. So we're going to select this, right click, and go to definition. So let's think about this a little bit. So we have all the list of names in here, right? So we want to somehow iterate through every item in this model or object, and save all those names in a file, right? And we do have a file name. If we go to save data model, let's go ahead and select this and hit F12. Oh, here we go. So if we go to the save data model, we have a full path. So this is where we want to save our name. And we also have first name data. So this is going to be where we will add all those names to, then save it here. Make sense? So let's go ahead. So now with all this information, we can make a plan on how we want to save our file. So let's go ahead. I think I want to do it this way. So I'll invoke a for loop. So for the length will be our first name, then we want to do a count on it. So now the save data model dot first name data, we want to initialize that to we want to give our data a header. So we want to say index. The header of the data will be index, then the second will be first names. We can give a space here. That looks good. Yep. Now we could add all those names to this property. So let's go ahead and do that. Save first name. Then we're going to do plus or equals to. Then we'll concatenate those. So the index will be I plus 1. So it will start with 1, then 2. Then we want to do a comma, then add the first name. Then we want to do I. Then we want to select first name. Unfortunately for us, we only have one property in the object. So we could just iterate through the list of this item and save all the one property in it, and we'll have like an index, and this will be our header. And now we can successfully save. So we'll do file dot, go back to file, control dot. I want to using system IO, then write all text. So write all text accepts a part and a string, which is exactly what we want. So let's go ahead and give it the path. So remember, the path is already initialized as full path. Then our string will be save data as first name data. And with that, you know what, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and do something here. So I see I have a text file here, right? Let me go ahead and do a shift right click. I will go ahead and copy as path. Then I will go ahead and go back to this save data model, which should right here. Then I am going to replace this part. Here we go. And that's fine. So let's go ahead and change this to first name.txt file. Makes sense? So I just want us to be able to see it appear here. So let's go ahead and run the code. So this is where we left off. So we can save our files right now. So yeah. Okay. Here we go. So let me minimize this, and hopefully the file will appear here. So let's go ahead and save it. Yep, here you go. You saw that. So let's open it, and uh-oh, I know what's going on here. So we do not have a new line on our saving parameter. So let's go back. That's not good. So what we are going to do is here we will introduce an environment.newline. All right, then we'll introduce the same thing here. Every single time we add a name, we want to go to the new line, environment new line. All right, perfect. So now we should be good to go. All right, I'm going to minimize this just so we are able to see things very reasonably. Let me delete this file that just got created, and let's run this again. Save to file, and voila, it created it. So let's open it, and looks better. So this is the index 1 2 3 4. First name is this, and that matches correctly. So let's go ahead and add child. Let's go ahead and save, and obviously it will override this, and now we have child here. Perfect. So you see, whenever we hit this save, it kind of looks like it didn't do anything. So let's go ahead and add something else. Let's go ahead and add this here, message box, and we want to say file saved at. Let's go ahead and give it a dash sign. Let's go ahead and give it environment new line, and let's go ahead and introduce the path, save data model dot full path. All right, so now it should behave slightly different. Let's remove this. We don't need that. All right, looks pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and run it one more time. This time we should be able to get some kind of confirmation that we saved our path, right? Or we saved our file. Let's delete this once more. Go ahead and hit save. All right, file saved at this. Beautiful. And that's the first name here. And we can use this data for whatever we need to do. Make sense? All right, that will be all for today. And I think this is a good place to stop. Next time we will go over the next step, which will probably be being able to change the name. Let's say you added a name that you added a name, then you want to edit or update that name to something else, we can definitely do it here. That will be a function. I know we do not have a button for it, but I think that we will introduce a context menu button so that if we are here and right click, we will get our options, kind of like what we are getting with Visual Studio. We will get some kind of option, for example a change option. So that will be coming up next. And if you want to know when we post that, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.